Is there a reason I shouldn't just slaughter them all?
They have a cool questline.
I don't appreciate being shot at.
Plus they will help you during the final battle.
All right then.
Lol.
Brings you back to Armor 3 Pilgrimage, doesn't it?
Just make a beeline straight for the base. Once you get close to the fence, they'll stop firing.
Where is the fence?
When enter their territory, head left immediately, don't follow the road. I saw that. Now follow the fence to the gate.
You were supposed to.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment? Are you even human? Some kind of mutant? Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces. Watch your mouth, Savage. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. Follow close, and mind your behavior.
Hello?
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit. Prophecy? Do we look like a bunch of religious idiots? I just hoped a savage, outsider, sorry, would make it to our gates before one of those armies out there comes knocking. That's right, child. Mother Pearl knows a storm is gathering. Times are changing. Maybe time for us to change a little too. Oh, so many ways.
Sure.
Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, maybe you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
Where's the terrifying presence dialogue option so I can make a seamless transition into killing an old grandma and her entire flock?
Not here, Lord.
I'll send word to the spotters to let you come and go as you wish. Why not stay a while before you head out? You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Morning.
Oh. Fine.
Hey! How is your visit with us going, stranger? I haven't heard anything. You must not be trying hard enough.
Have you been to speak to Caesar yet?
No.
Bray!
I forgot why
Each of the
I'm
elders
here.
would appreciate assistance with various issues here in Nellis. Seek out Jack, Loyal, Raquel, and Argyle. They will guide you. Bye.
Ah yeah, Brotherhood quest.
Are okay. The Boomers are one of the tribes you need to get to know for the main quest. Well, you don't have to. Most factions will ask you to either get their trust or to wipe them out. Yes man will let you just ignore them once you've at least met with them.
Well, their introduction has been fucking shit, but they've got a nice grandma.
I still can't believe how you ran through that artillery barrage.
Sorry, I've got work to take care of.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Poor
Got something good
crippled
for me? Is it
Veronica.
a dress?
Hello, outsider. Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind? I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about? It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all. We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection. That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe. Bye. Found the missing patrols, or... They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
Does Veronica disapprove of you overthrowing the Elder?
I don't think so.
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our
Not
lesser
enough
wares.
to leave you
As
at
if I
any
didn't have
rate.
other matters on my mind. Our
I
patrols are always
see.
bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
I'm not super familiar with the ins and outs of the boss. My 2 preferred routes require that I blow up the bunker.
I'm not sure what I'll do. Wow, I'm poor as shit. Boss is my favorite faction.
Pleasure doing business with you. If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is 1 short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer. If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Veronica is cool if you swap the elders, but the elder change will affect an NCR run largely. I was gonna go NCR.
Ah. If you want to keep the Brotherhood, don't swap them.
Otherwise get ready to gong camp.
At least I think that's the play. Like I said, my preferred endings result in him getting gronked.
Yeah, Hardin won't negotiate.
Hardin taking a hard stance.
Yeah, I'm not aiming for anything in particular, so I'm just doing whatever looks right.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny. You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
Caesar won't let you keep the boss, but there's cut content with voice dialogue in which he does.
Hey.
I guess his observations don't include the fact that I killed all the powder gangers within the first hour after waking up from my forever sleep. You killed everyone in the correctional facility. And the vault. Yeah, except Sheriff Man. How did you get to vault so quick, LMAO? That's hilarious. Maybe not the vault, but I swept the prison. And I'm vilified for it. Oh, there's still powder gangers holed up in a vault in mid-Vegas. I see. I'll kill them too.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go. Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting. Quick now, off with you. The Elder must see that report.
Ranger at the ready.
Dead money is my favorite part of the game. I was thinking about starting the DLCs. Yeah, you've got 4 and they're pretty long. Are they late game content? Don't start with Dead Money or Lonesome Road, they're endgame stuff.
Honest Hearts is probably the easiest.
Honest Hearts and Old World Blues are early and mid-game, but Old World Blues can be pretty tough.
But at least talk to Caesar before you start any DLC, lol.
He ain't even been to the goddamn strip.
Yeah, he has. Benny escaped and is waiting for him at the Legion
Don't take
camp.
another step if you value
Yeah,
your
talk
life.
to Caesar.
For what purpose
HES
do
an
you approach
interesting character.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
Fine.
Plus, you probably have no idea who Graham is, and I don't want you meeting my favorite character without even knowing his backstory.
Oh, right. Bringing a NCR ranger here would be awkward, wouldn't it?
Hey, Torres.
Yeah, I think.
Hello, outsider.
My favorite is probably Frederick Sinclair or Vulpes.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss? Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading
Boone
this right,
gives
it
you a
appears that
warning
the
if you
NCR's
bring
grip
him.
on this
He says
region
he'll
is
open fire.
nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you. I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention. and the only other person who is aware of it.
Of the Vault 22, baby.
Don't send him to fucking Vault 22. That's why Boone isn't with me.
I like Vault 22. I go there early if I'm doing an energy weapon build.
I use the prototype too, but I don't like vaults. And I get lost easy in 22.
Yeah, it's a really complex maze-like layout.
Miles.
With high repair you can fix the elevator and it trivializes it, but that early in the game I don't tend to focus repair.
I somehow don't require as much sustenance and sleep as I did earlier. Kinda odd. Love repair as a skill.
Alright, I gotta get prepped for Betty buys. I'll be back soon.
Okay.
Prim as a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Prim.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
As a new sheriff, that should keep the powder gangers away.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City and the NCR killed them. It's like Bitter Springs all over.
What?
Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look.
Just gonna make ammo for now. Sort my shit a bit.
I'm back on tablet now, so chatting is a bit of a pain, but it's whatever.
Where to, partner?
Hey.
No reloading bench in here.
I guess not.
Oof.
Is it time?
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves. Step into my office. Why does everyone always say that? Nice! Can I order room service?
Is it time? I'm ready when you are. Fine by me. What is it? If that's what you think.
...
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, lol.
What the fuck?
Hey.
I thought you were gonna bring him to the Legion camp.
What's up? Let's go make trouble.
No, I just wanted to check if he had ammo for me to break down. And I discovered his gift of teleportation.
High roller, sweet. Casino floor.
Yeah, they all teleport when you dismiss them.
I like it more when they actually walk across the map. They'll die for sure that way. But I guess that makes them prone to dying.
It's to stop them dying randomly. Yeah.
Later.
Hi there.
Have you seen that tack?
Neat. Time to see if there's new weapon mods to buy at Gun Runners.
Power on this trip?
Then I'll hit up Rome.
Hello. Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction.
Love Caesar, love the Legion. 8 NCR 8 Kimball, simple as.
Why are there two Vendertrons?
Mod. The other one is quiet.
I guess.
What's fatigue? Knockout power, that's not a mod. You can knock dudes out. Cool.
The pacifist approach.
Whenever I try to use them, gun skill is too high, so they die anyway.
Lol.
But it works on Deathclaws. Ha. I don't think the implants should cost 1200 caps.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Welcome,
Nice.
sir or madam.
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
None of my business.
You're the courier I've heard so much about. My squad needs your assistance. If you want to be that way, I'll leave you alone. Need something?
I've been invited, yet they're still hostile. Great.
Lol.
Did you attack the Legion after getting the mark? Nah, I'm neutral, lol. What are you wearing?
Should have brought something to read.
That's weird. It is. You might even help the NCR too much so the Legion won't work with you. Guess I'll sneak by. They shouldn't be hostile at this point in the game. Dunno. Unless you attacked them earlier.
Peach is not even met with Crocker.
How close to the camp did you get with Boo? Pudge. Asterisk H. This particular camp. Cottonwood Cove. Not at all. Something is definitely weird here. Maybe rest 3 days and come back might reset them. All right.
Did you know the Strip's all stirred up lately?
Hey there.
Is it because I'm on bad terms with the Great Khans? No, that wouldn't do it. Don't tell me I have to get good karma. Nah. Ah. The only thing I can think of is that somehow you attacked a legionary after getting the mark. Might it be because I called the NCR Ranger not too long ago? One they was hung up. Wait, you brought a ranger to Cottonwood Cove? The one who ditched me in the Brotherhood bunker. If you called them and they didn't die, then they're probably still technically with you, which might be making them hostile. Could be, dunno.
Hey there.
Doesn't seem to be around anymore. seems confused. Ho ho. Call me a wastrel.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for. You may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
Time to pick up Veronica and Eddie.
You like that?
Ooh. I don't get it anymore, LMAO.
True to Caesar.
Evening.
Please, sir, take pity on us. Free us, please. My family was ambushed by a pack of Legion raiders near Searchlight, and Frank ran off, the gutless coward. I have no idea where he is, but at least we're free from his abuse. Ever since he lost his job a few years back, he hasn't been the same. He took a switch to us for the tiniest things. We were trying to get away when the Legion showed up. I'm glad he ran off like a coward. But slavery wasn't the kind of escape I was looking for. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey. We're being held here against our will. I beg you, help us. Sorry, I'm just glad someone is doing something. The last thing I need is to be made some legionary's bitch and sent off to God knows where.
It's just awful here. Can't you help us? Hurry up. The guards keep eyeing me like I'm a piece of meat.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver? I am Cursar Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go? You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor. All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough. You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest. The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
Nice lips.
Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items. I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception. You may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. True to Caesar. Caesar awaits you in his tent. You have license to find your own way. I'll wait here to ferry you back to the western shore when your visit has concluded.
Hey.
The work never ends.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word. I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant. He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle. He killed one of my pack Brahmin simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though. Shoot. No, sir. I'm an independent trader from Arizona. Not at all. They're my best customers. As long as you don't try to sell them chems or alcohol, they treat you fair. Hell, I don't even need to travel with guards most of the time in Legion territory. All the bandits are dead or run off. Between having to hire protection and getting slapped with taxes, it's more profitable to stick to Arizona and New Mexico. But I do cross the river from time to time when an opportunity comes along. All right. Have a look. Thanks.
I know your kind. You die easily enough. True to Caesar. I'm looking forward to getting sent across the river. Our way, true to Caesar.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare. I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. Healing powders and all that. I'm always running low on Xander root. Plenty of Brock flowers, though. Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day. The Legate is not a man to be crossed, especially if you're a woman. That's all I'll talk about it. I can only do that if you're a friend of the Legion. I don't want to get crucified. What do you want to know? A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here. 3 years and counting. If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught. We're property. If you're too young or too old, the men usually leave you alone. Usually.
Hold your tongue, wastrel.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Antony, Master of the Hounds. Lupa. Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Yeah? We breed them mostly, but sometimes we get some good ones from Denver. That whole city is overrun with them. Been doing it since I was a boy. The mongrels know to listen up when I start talking to them. Okay. It took years for Caesar to conquer Lanius' tribe, and Caesar showed mercy to the survivors, allowing them to join the Legion. Had the positions been reversed, Caesar would be dead. Lanius is called the Monster of the East, because he never, ever shows mercy. Later.
Awe. True to Caesar.
The mark of Caesar protects you.
Move along.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started? I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. Benny's theory, if I understood it through all the screaming, was that Mr. House stashed some kind of ultimate weapon down there. A gigantic robot to stomp us all to death. Who cares? Whatever it is, House built it. So I want it destroyed. I wouldn't trust Benny to lick my boots clean. This one falls to you. Yes, but then I'd have to kill them. You don't get it, do you? The weapons I wield are forged from blood, flesh, sinew, bone. Mortal stuff. Fragile, even. And yet my Legion obeys me even unto death. Why? Because they live to serve the greater good, and they know of no alternatives. House's machines, his technologies. What do they propose? The possibility of victory without sacrifice. No blood spilled, just rivets. That's not an idea to be put in circulation. If mankind's going to survive this moment in history, it needs warriors, not gadgets. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
Lol. Well, that's just unfortunate.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation. Didn't leave me much choice when you showed up. Like I said, you forced my hand. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go? I'm the most interesting person I know. Now, in the way back, we called ourselves the Boot Riders. Silly name, but that's how we rode the Mojave, dig? On our feet. We were nomadic badasses not to be trifled with. A gang of ruffians, though, with a certain panache. When House gave us the tops to renovate, his robots dropped off boxes full of suits and ties and wingtip shoes. Told us we were the chairman now. That caused an uproar, but I said the name sticks. Chow to the old ways, baby. Time to swing in style. If the shoes fit, you wear them. 7 years. Took over 3 days after Mr. House introduced himself. Our chief at the time, mountain of a guy named Bingo, wanted to stay nomadic. I disagreed, so he challenged me to the knife. He looked so surprised when I stuck that knife in his neck. Thought he was so tough, but he was so slow. That's how I made chief. It's how things were back then. We were east of Vegas when the first Securitron we ever saw rolled up on us. We junked it in a minute flat. The next day, 20 roll up, so we listened. Said we'd been selected. Vegas needed us to defend it. In exchange, we'd get cushy digs, full stomachs, medical treatment. Everything a nomad never gets, in other words. Most of the tribe thought we should say no. I thought it was the best idea ever. I prefer the term relocated. It took every stealth boy I had to cross the river at Cottonwood Cove. That was a close shave riding a boat full of Legion boys. Once I was across, I changed into a uniform I swiped off a dead legionary outside Nelson. Tried to sneak into the bunker, but that didn't work out. They found the chip. I wasn't gonna tell them what it was used for, but let's just say they were persuasive. Go on. Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the Strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig?
Can I just leave him here for eternity?
Which greedy overlord do you want to start with? Mr. House hides Vegas under his skirt when the bombs fall 1,000 years ago, so it belongs to him? Forever? You buy that? Baby, every boss has a line to explain why he's special. Why everyone's gotta do what he says. You're just figuring that out? Vegas gotta swing, baby. Gotta have pizzazz, respect where due, but that old man is square to the core. The chairmen are true blue. The Omertas are degenerates. Never trust them. Or the white gloves. Just something creepy about them. Set it up right and the families will roll with your caper. You might have to do some convincing. Now you're talking. That is the ring-a-ding move, baby. First base is whatever Mr. House would have you do. Follow orders, rig the game to his specifications. Then, when he ain't looking, you knock him out of the running and find a way to take control of those Securitrons of his. Go see Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Ain't we covered this? The only thing not bad about them is they ain't Legion. The NCR is the biggest gang of thieves in the Mojave. Only difference is they pass laws to make their crimes legal before they commit them. Nah, just spruce it up with a crucifixion here and there. Come closer so I can step on you. The Legion is twisted, baby. Original losers worshipping the king of creeps like he's some kind of god. They're worse than roaches. My advice? Put on your stomping shoes. Go on. Sing, baby. You got a captive audience. Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning? I know, so many options. How do you choose just one? Yeah, real popular around here. It's a crowd pleaser.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about them.
Sing, baby. Yeah, to die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-starved broads. You'll set that up? Look, I ain't a harbor for illusions. I ain't expecting to get out of this shindig alive. That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's called having a legacy.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker. Not before.
I suspect you'll be a valuable asset to the Legion. Assuming you're really on our side, of course. There's a gambler, Martina Grosbeck, who has a knack for learning other people's secrets and passing that information along, for a price. The Omertas, who run Gomorrah, have become suspicious of Martina's frequent visits to their casino. Soon they'll pay her a visit of their own. Besides the gratitude of the Legion, don't worry, you'll be paid in coin or caps. Good. Martina frequents the Vault 21 gift shop on the Strip. Hurry along, and she still may be in one piece by the time you get there. Was there more for us to discuss? Ah, yes. We are forbidden from speaking his true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The Burn Man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction. To call Linnaeus ferocious would be an understatement. In battle, he seizes the enemy in his jaws and will not let go. He thinks nothing of suffering losses, so long as the enemy suffers more. Though unsubtle, he is not dim. He detects traps and sets his own. Be glad you will not have to face his judgment. If you are true to Caesar. Wale.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
Sing, baby. Sweet to offer, baby, but if you cut these ropes, every legionary in this camp's gonna come running, with machetes. Now, on the other hand, if I had a stealth boy and a bobby pin, I could see myself out. Know what I mean? Baby, if you show me the door to Scramsville, that's where I'll go. Out of your hair, never to return. I've been a fink to you. Caused more than my share of grief by a hard mile. Let me go. You won't see me again. Check's in the mail, hey? Don't get my hopes up. Sing, baby.
Our way, true to Caesar. Evening.
I suspect you'll be...
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families.
Mercy. Mercy. Mercy.
Caesar has permitted you to leave, but not with the platinum chip in your possession. Relinquish it and you may go. The guard in the weather station will return the chip to you when you're ready for Caesar's mission. Otherwise, we can return to Cottonwood Cove. Very well.
True to Kaiser. Leave while you still can.
Awe. Awe, name your business. Very well. A Legion outpost, what's it look like? We crossed the river when the profligates fled from Searchlight. From here, we stage raiding parties and process captures. I am an officer of the Legion of the rank Decanus. When we encamped, I commanded a contubernium of 8 legionaries. So I command what's left, under the wise leadership of Centurion Aurelius, of course. As much as their cowardice will allow, the profligates avoid open battle, but on good days we find one of their patrols. Their landmines have caused us more trouble than their marksmanship, which is lacking. That would be worth knowing, especially if we can then rearm and reuse them. Go find a minefield and practice that trick several times then, idiot. Wale.
Need something? If you want to be that way, I'll leave you alone.
Aw.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently. Whoever did it is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside.
Only I can keep you safe, my... Freeside's a dangerous place, my friend.
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around.
Hello, my friend. Can I perhaps interest you in some protection? My services come cheap at only 100 caps. Ah, my friend, believe me when I tell you that this place, while quite nice when you know your way around, can be very, very dangerous. There are those who would hinder your every step with requests for your money, your business, or even your life. With your permission, however, I would be happy to stand between you and those people. How does that sound? I can't say I recommend that, but hopefully you'll change your mind. I'll be here if you do. Good luck.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease, you hire a king. We're everywhere, and no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps. Freeside's a little dangerous for people traveling alone or in small groups. You go without a guard, you're rolling the dice. You know? You must be new. Your tune will change, trust me.
Freeside's a dangerous place, my friend.
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
Freeside's a dangerous place, my friend. Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling. Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some? I have my little helpers out and about, always looking for fresh things to add to the stew pot. You may have seen them around somewhere yourself. Now deny your hunger no longer. You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
Hello.
in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? Hey, come on, pal. I'm trying to put on a show here. You're welcome. All right, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here. Yeah? Hey, you're all right. Tell him I'll do it for 100 a night. No, 50. No, 20. 10. Just don't rob me, I'll do it. Whoa, geez, what was I thinking? You're right. I had to go in there with a cool head. Tell them how much I'm really worth.
Sorry, I'm here to have a good time, not talk to random people.
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick. Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon. Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
Hey.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. Sharp eyes on you, all right. We've gone through a heap of trouble to get in town. Ethel says I just need to wet my throat. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around. There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all. What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid. We're honest folk out there. Damn hard to make a living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood. I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard. All right, kid. I'm taking a liking to you. It's a deal. Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you? All right, kid. I appreciate it. I hope to see you soon.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband. He's got his reasons. And when that man gets a notion stuck in his head, he's like a bighorn or bull that's seen red. And if it means Heck Gunderson's involved, then you better step aside before the stampede tramples you over. If that's what you want to talk about, go see Walter. He'll talk your ear off. Everything he says about the evils of Heck Gunderson is true, but I've never held the notion that fighting evil with evil carries the world forward. I don't suppose you have the magic powers necessary to bring my husband to his senses, do you? He swears he won't leave this godforsaken city until he's seen Heck suffer. So far as I can see, we're the only ones in pain. That's very kind of you. Maybe this'll be the dawn of a new day.
Howdy. Good seeing you again. I hear you. What's on your mind? Howdy. Kid, look around you. There's poison and death everywhere. And people like Heck are responsible for the misery we suffer. What right do they have to continue with their mischief and killing, huh? Hell, a good thrashing is what I want to give them. But I see your point, kid. Things will never change without us good folks. All right, I'm gonna get Ethel far away from this damn city and head back home. There's a worthy life waiting for us there. Thanks for your help, kid. So long. No time to chat now, kid.
Morning.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I got these great lunch boxes. They're super. What else? Oh, look at these toasters. You like toast, right? If they're crunchy, even better. What about a vintage Vault-Tec toy car? Or...
Cool it, smarty pants. I don't have to take that shit from anybody, you know. Get out. Don't come back until you learn how to get along.
Behave. Don't give me a reason to kick you out. Okay, I do, but who wants a lame sensor module or a nitrogen canister anyway? All the popular stuff has been sold, especially the vault suits. I need to find more because people buy them like hotcakes. Leather suits are good times. Thinking about that just blows my top. Really? Well, I don't even know what to say to that. Ha ha ha. Okay, why don't you help me out? And in the meantime, I'll think about where to take advantage of your skills. Hey, who says I can't fix that? You bring me those boom suits too, okay? Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
Good to see you again. Take a look at this. Give me a shout if you need anything else. No, silly. Of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to think of it. But it is the most special vault ever. My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. I'll give you a quick tour of my home. Oh yeah, if you like. Rightio, Daddy-o. Let's do it. All right, please follow me. We'll head into the vault right away. Protects the entrance to the vault. Solid stone outside and thick steel on the inside. Hello. Good to see you again. Well, it is my vault, all right. I mean, yeah. That is, no. I take care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House. Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete. I almost went ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact. I don't know, maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there. My vault runs deep and wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far. What gives him the right to screw us with the royal shaft anyway? So he saved New Vegas, woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh. All right, what would you like to know? No, silly, of course it wasn't always a hotel. I take care... Sure I have. I made the scene in the strip. It's just that I really like it here. Vault 21 is a kick. Good to see you again. Okay, you're right. I hate going outside. It's almost impossible for me to step out of here. Still, I love my vault. It's my pad. Above us, there's a control center for this level of the vault's life support system. Electric grid, radioactive shields, and all that jazz. Don't get lost. My vault has many corridors and rooms, although it is no longer symmetrical after Mr. House threw us out.
The NCR appreciates good citizens like you.
This is the main game hall. Here we settle the big disputes among the vault's levels. Chosen representatives gambled against each other here. The winner earned the right to settle the dispute as wished by the collective. We used to have such parties in this diner. A bitch to clean later,
Vegas
but
at
well
night
worth
is like
it.
nothing else.
Hello.
Wish I could have seen what's inside the 38.
This hall leads to our guest
Come on.
rooms.
Time
You can
to
use
get
the
lucky.
first room on our left, but no snooping next door. That's my room. Always was.
Luck's about to change. I can feel it.
Vegas at night is like
Down there is the game room. Each side of the vault had one, but the other is filled with concrete now. Okay, that wraps it up. I'll see you soon. Hey.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Come on, time to get lucky.
Watch your caps. They go
Wish I
quick.
could have seen what's inside the 38.
This ain't your business. Walk off and forget you saw anything. Omerta business. Now fuck off or else. Shit. Look, we're just following orders. We, need to take this up with the boss. Bosses don't like no trouble in their place. That's some shit right there!
Hey!
Thank you. They were going to kill me. There won't be a next time, I hope. I may have overheard some things at Gamora that I passed on to the NCR. That's all, honest. What? I only talked to Captain Curtis over at McCarran. I would never work with slavers, honest. No. Well, not really. I mean, I'm not listening through doors or sneaking around or anything. People talk out loud, and I just pay attention. The NCR likes to keep tabs on the activities of the families, and they pay me good caps to hang around the casinos and keep my ears open. It isn't normally. The NCR wanted me to just gamble and listen, nothing else. Okay. I do odd jobs here and there, usually helping Sarah keep the vault tidy. I came to New Vegas to be a professional gambler. Too bad for me that the professional part isn't working out so good. But I love gambling, so I'm here to stay on the strip until they kick me out. Goodbye.
Watch your caps. They go quick.
Hello?
Wish I could have seen what's inside the 38.
Did you know this trip's all stirred up lately?
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to drink myself to the ground right here. Scram. Damn straight. This is about the last place in this fucking city where I can burrow without having to look over my shoulder. Who isn't in trouble in New Vegas, huh? Sooner or later you hit the bottom of the barrel. I just happen to fall harder than most is all. From the top, where else, huh? I am Carlitos. My fingers work the magic, and my hands deal the luck. There was no player who'd stood a chance, no wise guy who didn't fear me, and no doll who could resist me. Gamora was my kingdom, Carlitos' turf. I didn't just spend time there, I lived there, okay? I was family. All I wanted, I had. Caps, booze, drugs, women, power, you name it. It was heaven, until you find that all the glitter is made of broken dreams and all the praise hides a knife pointing at your ribs. Now, if you have to ask, you probably don't know shit about who you're dealing with, huh? Listen up. Watch out for Caccino, that's all I'm saying. It was heaven, until you find that all the glitter is made. I'd recommend you save your caps and your skin. Check the tops, no big-time wise guys there. Freeside's also fine, you know? There's too much shit and to spare at Gamora already. I don't want anybody making it worse for for the girls, you know? Okay, it's Joanna. She works at Gamora. But it's all my fault. I met her at the Atomic Wrangler. Beautiful doesn't even come close. I moved her into Gamora. I was in love, okay? And then Caccino, backstabbing snake, got me out of the way so that he could have my girl. What, you think I can just waltz in there and take her away? She's their doll now, okay? Besides, I step in Gamora and I'm as good as dead, you hear? You don't just leave the Omertas unless it's in a body bag. Don't know. She's a dream to me now. If I could have her again, I'd be a made man. Why am I even scared of Caccino and all those fuckers? Joanna and I are dead anyway if we don't get the hell out of here. Okay. You try that and let me know. How she looks, what she's wearing, she's safe, anything. I'll pay you, you hear? Deal. Come back with news soon, you hear?
Why do we always hurt the ones we care about the most?